Welcome. This is just enough to get started in the area of bioinformatics. This video, R1, is regarding installing R and RStudio on Linux, or the Ubuntu 18.04 Mate version. So let's jump in. So we have our desktop for Linux right here. We can press the menu and open up a terminal. And in the terminal, we'll use one command line command, which is sudo apt-get apt-get install and synaptic. I will put the link for it on the bottom of the screen and we'll get that going. So what happens is this apt command is actually looking to the Ubuntu site and asking for software that fits that description, basically. And it says, I want to install that. I'm giving the computer, or I'm telling the computer that I have super user access by using the super sudo. And then it searches the website and finds that it has several hits, basically, and says, do you want to continue? Is this the right software that you're looking for? And I will say yes. The default is the big letter, and I'm going to install Synaptic, which makes installing R and RStudio just a little bit easier. So that is all set, and it looks like it went fairly quickly. And now I'm going to go back to my menu and press Synaptic, and it pops up very quickly. Now, Synaptic is a software manager. It is a very useful package for Ubuntu and Debian types of distributions, and actually has a ton of software that you can search through. I'm going to typically just focus on these two areas: GNU, R statistical system, and GNU Universe and Multi-Universe. So the Universe, I'm going to basically install R. I'm going to mark that for installation. And what it does is it asks me for the rights to install these other packages. Build Essential is a Linux program that helps build from scratch, build from scripts and text to produce a binary. AutoMake is also the same sort of software. So these are all helper files that help install RStudio and other programs onto Ubuntu. I'll mark this fine, and I will also go to the R system universe, and I will look through it, and I will do one addition just to show you how this is done. There are several ways to install software onto R. This is one version. I will show you another version in future videos. So what I'm looking for is a version called R-CRAN SQ in R. So seek in R. And it's further down, further down. Okay, there we go, good. So I'm going to install that, which also needs some other programs as well. I'm going to mark that as good, and I'm going to apply all these changes, apply all these fixes and additions. So it asks me again, do you want to make all these changes? All this software will be added. It says there's 124 new packages, 370 megs of space will be used, and it'll download approximately 100 megs of information. So I can say download the packages only, but we want to install them, so I will apply. This takes some moments. It might be slower on your machine depending on the internet connection, but you can follow this if you'd like and look as it's downloading each package. It doesn't take that long. And then once it's downloaded the packages, it uninstalls them. It unzips them and installs them, and we can actually watch this process go as well. So it's unpacking and selecting, unpacking and installing. We can change this to automatically close after it's done. So it'll just close this window once it's complete. And this may take some time as well. Depending on your computer, it may be very slow or very quick. So you may have to be patient. There may be times when it freezes up a little bit, but don't worry, it's just working and processing slowly. So it's all set. And let's go back to check that it has installed what we wanted. And we see that we'll look at, there we go. So it has installed that. So we see that it's installed R, Revolution, and we can search through the programs to find out which is installed. So that's fine. Now, one thing that we can also do is install RStudio. So for that, it's a slightly different process, and it's best to go to the web for the latest and greatest version of RStudio. And I will simply type in RStudio to the browser. I can point it to the download, and here we have download RStudio. I will put the links on the bottom of this video. So here we go. Choose your version of RStudio. We want the free version, that's fine. And what it will do is it will send you to the Installers for Supported Platforms section. Now, if you have Windows or Mac OS, you can install it on your own system, but we're going to install it on Ubuntu. And Ubuntu that we have is 18.04, which is 16 plus, which includes our 18.04. We'll press that and we'll save that to our download folder. It's downloading very quickly. Yours may be slowly. And there it is. It's all set. So we are ready. We are ready to install and work with RStudio. So what we'll do is we'll open up our home directory. We'll go to the downloads folder and we'll double click on it. And this package installation window will come up. It will populate with the program RStudio and give a small description and also tell us what it requires as well. So when RStudio is installed, it also requires this package, which it will install automatically for you. This is called a dependency. RStudio depends on this package, which is JPEG, meaning it helps it draw pictures for JPEG. We can close this and simply install this. This may take a moment. This is a slow process sometimes. We can close this window in the meantime. This will take a minute or two. Just be patient. We can watch it move through the system if we want to. This is the latest and greatest version. Now when you see this, it's not necessarily complete. It's actually got to go through one more check, so wait another minute. Once you see that green bar and you see the reinstall package or remove package, that is the indication that you have installed RStudio and everything is A-OK. So I will close at this point and then I will check. So I will go to the menu and press RStudio. And as we see, it comes up very easily, very nicely. I will enter it and it now shows us RStudio. That's it for the installation. The next video will show you how to use R and work through an example on using R with some data. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.